Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Dailey, founder and director of the Wellness Center and radio talk show host, also the director of Fibromyalgia Relief Centers. Before I share some valuable information with you on the 7 things to avoid, we're going to hit number 4 and 5 today. I want to remind you of my core belief. You see, I truly believe in the bottom of my heart that each of us has a special calling. Really, we have a destiny. We have a purpose, and we have great potential. And when I say we, I mean you. I believe that you were created to make a difference in the world. Although you may be struggling with fibromyalgia, the disease does not have to change your destiny. It doesn't have to destroy your life, taking you off course and into eternity. From my decade of experience with fibromyalgia patients, I truly believe that you can and will recover. As I mentioned in an earlier video, I am a doctor of chiropractic that specializes in conditions like fibromyalgia. I have advanced education in functional endocrinology, functional blood chemistry, the brain and neurotransmitters, mastering natural thyroid protocols, as well as graduating from Functional Medicine University. I have worked with fibromyalgia patients with great success, as I mentioned, for almost 10 years. And for that, I was featured in American Wellness News and Report and interviewed on their radio program, American Wellness Radio. I have been in practice since 1997. As I mentioned earlier, I got into this specialty when I realized what a horrible job modern medicine was doing, helping people with chronic conditions like fibromyalgia. Today we're continuing to talk about 7 things to avoid if you have fibromyalgia. And number 4, as I promised, is caffeine. Caffeine is bad for the brain. Caffeine can burn out the adrenal glands. Adrenal glands produce, among other things, cortisol. Adrenal fatigue causes hormonal imbalances, thyroid hypofunction, and decreased secretory IgA. Secretory IgA is the mucosal lining of the GI tract, and it's actually the first line of defense from foreign invaders in the gut. This comes from the Mayo Clinic's online information page on fibromyalgia. It recommends that fibromyalgia sufferers discontinue all forms of caffeine to increase restful sleep, which is often an issue for those suffering with fibromyalgia. One wonderful side effect of giving up caffeine is that eliminating caffeine greatly reduces body pain. Now, if you drink several cups of coffee or soda each day, I would consider gradually tapering. That's usually the best way to reduce and finally eliminate caffeine. Simply replace one caffeine-containing beverage daily with one that doesn't contain caffeine. This is done really to avoid the agonizing caffeine headaches, which are often triggered by abrupt cessation of caffeine ingestion. Also, remember that coffee and soda are not the only places caffeine is found. Many hot teas contain caffeine, as cold teas. Depending where you live in the South, I know sweet tea is a big commodity here, as do energy drinks and some supplements, over-the-counter diet pills, chocolate, certain herbal remedies, and even Excedrin. So if you're serious about giving up caffeine, you have to be careful to avoid all sources. Number 5 is gluten. Gluten can cause an immune attack. 70% of Caucasians have the gene that could cause them to be predisposed to gluten sensitivities. It can cause leaky gut or be a predisposing factor. Gluten sensitivity should also be considered as a possible factor in fibromyalgia. A large percentage of people with fibromyalgia also suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, or chronic constipation. And a survey done by the journal Digestive Disease and Science showed that 9% of those in a very large celiac support group also suffered from fibromyalgia. Gluten is found in a wide range of grains, such as wheat, rye, barley, oats, spelt, and others. Gluten is also added as a filler or a binder in many foods and spices. While labeling has improved over the years and containing gluten can often be found beneath the nutritional information on the box of many products, great vigilance is needed if attempting to remove gluten from the diet altogether. There are many terrific resources online available to those attempting a gluten-free diet, including a list of ingredients to avoid and delicious gluten-free recipes. Now, on the next video, we're going to bring this to a conclusion as we talk about dairy and soy. But let me remind you that you are special. There's no one else in the world just like you. You do have a purpose. I believe that. I really believe that. And I know for many of you, this horrible disease has interfered with you fulfilling your purpose in life. I want you to know that there is help and there is hope. The Fibromyalgia Recovery Program was designed to walk you through the process of understanding the causes of fibromyalgia and the exact steps required to return to a state of wellness so you can fulfill your purpose and reach your highest goal. To find out more about our program and to get more free information, go to fibromyalgia.com. We'll look forward to seeing you on our next video. Thank you so much and God bless.